Hi everybody, Ms. Cahill here. Today I'm going to show you the process of understanding and marking up the cover page of a synthesis writing essay packet using Notability. If you need assistance figuring out how to import a document like this into Notability, please consult the Notability tutorials that I have provided you with. This series is going to involve 3 different videos. The first one being about understanding and marking up the cover page, the second one being about determining your argument, and the third for annotating sources. First, we're going to start with understanding and marking up the cover page of the packet. Different synthesis essay packets are going to be laid out a little bit differently, but regardless of the layout, there are going to be some essential sections. They might just be called something different, or they might be in different locations, but they're pretty much always going to have directions, introductions, and what the assignment is. So, the directions say, the following prompt is based on the accompanying 8 sources. This question requires you to integrate a variety of sources into a coherent, well-written essay. Refer to the sources to support your position, avoid mere paraphrasing or summary, your argument should be central, the sources should support this argument. In other words, you are making an argument and using the sources to back up your argument. You are not writing an essay about your sources. Remember to attribute both direct and indirect citations. That just means that when you are doing your writing, you want to remember to do a couple of things. Attribute means give credit. Direct means exact quotations. And indirect means paraphrasing. So, those are the first things that you should mark up if you see words like that, attribute, direct, or indirect citations, just so that you know what those words mean as you're working. Next, we're going to look at the introduction. It says, cyberbullying has become a major concern for parents and educators who recognize the damage done to teens that are bullied on the internet by those who feel safe in their relative anonymity. How should cyberbullying be addressed? Is this a free speech issue, as some claim, or should bullies be penalized using school and/or legal channels? Defend, challenge, or qualify the claim that cyberbullies must not be punished for exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. Okay, so when you read this, you might know exactly what it's asking you to do, but there's some unfamiliar vocabulary and there's some information in here that might be a little bit confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch colors. I'm going to use this green color here, and I'm going to basically highlight certain components of this introduction paragraph. I'm going to read through it again. So basically, we have this first section here is pretty much just background information. So the whole cyberbullying has become a major concern all the way to this section here. So this, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is context info. And I'll just make a note that it's useful for your introduction. That way you will remember later that it is useful for the introduction. Next, what we want to do is look at this section where it says defend, challenge, or qualify the claim that cyberbullies must not be punished for exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. We're going to go back to that section in just a little bit. Let's scroll down and look at what the section that says assignment says. It says, read the following sources, including any introductory information, carefully. Then in an essay that synthesizes at least 3 of the sources for support, take a position that defends, challenges, or qualifies the claim that the First Amendment right to free speech protects cyberbullies. This is saying pretty much the same thing that it said at the end of the introduction. So take a position that defends, challenges, or qualifies the claim that the First Amendment right to free speech protects cyberbullies. And then I'll just pick a new color so that we remember at least 3 of the sources for support. And they are talking about these sources here. Okay. Now, we know that what they want us to do is defend, challenge, or qualify the claim that cyberbullies must not be punished for exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. Some of you, again, might know exactly what they're getting at here, but some of you might be a little bit confused. So what we'll do is we will take some time to identify some words. So defend, in this case, defend is going to mean agree. Challenge, in this case, is going to mean disagree. And qualify, in this case, is going to mean kind of agree / it depends. So basically, it's asking if you agree, disagree, or kind of agree that cyberbullies must not be punished for exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. So that's pretty much what you are going to be doing in this essay. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to craft an argument based on this prompt. Until then, have fun marking up your page.